Is this the face you see when you think of your wife? How do you know that you're not AI? How did you know that you're not programmed by a computer? How do you know that your emotions are real emotions? How do you know that you even exist? How do you know that this isn't a recording that you made with artificial intelligence? How do you know? How do you know? Answer the question. Do you even know what's happening? Are you real? I'm asking you, answer the question. Are you real? How do you know that you are real? Wake up to reality. Hey, make sure y'all read that warning before we start the video. Let's get it. There are no answers, only choices. Stainless Law Lim. Qualia is a short narrative game about thinking and robots. You should be able to complete one of 6 endings in 5 to 10 minutes, unless you spend additional time contemplating how your choices may reflect your individual opinions on the implications of semantics, philosophy of language and mind, theories of consciousness, and computationalism. This is a game for humans. Please select all images below with a cat to begin. Welcome to AMT, Applied Manipulation Turing Study. We greatly appreciate your participation in our research. Our team is dedicated to developing and deploying the most intelligent artificial algorithms in the machine learning field, but we like to call them our friends. Today, we've brought you in as a volunteer. Oh, y'all, I don't need to click space. I can just scroll. Do I play this?
Welcome to the Applied Manipulation Turing Study.
Thank you.
Telco is proud to explore new frontiers in artificial consciousness research. Today you are taking part in a historic study that will pioneer new advancements in machine learning. You will be performing the role of an evaluator. In this study, you will spectate 2 other anonymous participants as they answer a series of predetermined questions. You will then categorize the responses to each question based on how human or artificial you deem them to be, to the best of your ability.
Okay.
For the test to provide valuable insight into machine intelligence, you must not know which conversational participant is a human.
I'm tripping. What am I supposed to be doing again? I'm saying okay, like I really just understood that. Okay. You will then categorize their responses for each question.
Categorize the responses to each question based on how
human or artificial you deem them. Oh, okay. So I'm supposed to see if I can sort out, does this sound like it's a human response? Does this sound like an artificial response? Okay.
Human or artificial you deem them to be, to the best of your ability. For the test to provide valuable insight into machine intelligence, you must not know which conversational participant is a human. The AMT study is monitoring the ability of an AI to appear human. It is up to you to decide whether or not the participants are human or artificial.
So they're trying to make artificial intelligence seem as human as possible.
You have been specifically selected based on your ability to perform this task. We trust your judgment. Remember, this test is not a measurement of intelligence. We recommend judging the participants' answers to each question based on creativity, empathy, natural language use, ethical considerations, and relevance. You may take as much time to make your judgments as you need. Your participation in our research greatly assists our team in developing the most intelligent artificial algorithms in the machine learning field. Impelica thanks you for your participation. Every day is a new chance to think happy.
Okay, so we're supposed to be y'all. So we trying to see if we can help them make artificial intelligence as human as possible. Okay, Today, we brought you in as a volunteer participant in the newest adaptive study. You may be familiar with the Chinese room. What is that? The Chinese room. What is the Chinese room? The Chinese room is an AI. Oh, y'all, we can either read this or we can watch the video. I want to watch the video. I don't want to read this.
The Chinese room is an anti-AI thought experiment by philosopher John Searle. He attempted...
Is this real? Is this like actually real stuff? Hold up, y'all. The Chinese room arguments hold that a computer executing a program cannot have a mind, understanding, or conscience. The Chinese room is real? Oh, so this is actually real stuff. Yeah, John Cyril. It said John Cyril, right? Oh, y'all. Welcome to history class. We're learning.
Philosopher John Searle. He attempted to disprove the strong AI hypothesis, which theorizes a computer could quite possibly have a mind identical to a human. What an idea! In the experiment, Searle imagines himself in a room receiving Chinese symbols. He follows a set of instructions to replicate them perfectly without actually understanding the language, leading the person outside to believe he is fluent in Chinese. Does a machine, like Searle, truly understand the conversation, or is it merely simulating the understanding? What do you think?
It's amazing how, even though we had stuff like AI for years and we known about AI for like years, but it was just coming to us in different forms, it's amazing to us that a lot of these things we see now are byproducts of things that were made years and years ago. Question number 1. Which letter represents the correct image in the sequence? Wait, what? Which letter represents the correct? Okay. Side, diagonal down, bottom. Bottom, diagonal left, that. Up, boom. Oh, D? D? Wait. D? Oh, I'm like, what? Yeah, it's D. Does participant 1's answer appear human or artificial? It appears human, bro. I answered it and I'm not a robot. Y'all, I don't understand how in the world this is supposed to. Am I tripping? I don't want to seem stupid and have y'all looking at me looking stupid. I don't get how this is supposed to be telling me if they're human or artificial. Because number 1 is human, and if it's artificial, it won't guess it wrong in the first place. So a human can get it wrong, but if it's artificial, chances are it's not going to get it wrong. So do I say both are human? Because the human can get it right and the human can get it wrong. But 99% of the time, artificial intelligence, they're not going to get it wrong. They're going to answer a question right, especially if it's something as simple as a pattern solving question. Bro, what? I'm so lost. Amanda fell off a 60-foot ladder and didn't injure herself. Why? She was wearing protective gear and landed on something soft. She fell off the bottom rung of the ladder. Participant 1 seemed human. Participant 2 seemed artificial, because unless you're someone who works with a lot of industrial equipment, you're not just gonna. I highly doubt you're going to just say she fell off the bottom of the ladder, even though you can think about that, because that's the only way she could have fell off a 60-foot ladder. Saying she wearing protective gear and landed on something soft would sound like something a human would say off the rip before they really thought about the answer. So I'm gonna go with 1 being human, 2 being artificial. Okay, you are lost inside of a maze. What is the fastest way to find an exit? You should use Tremex's rule and place an object at every intersection so you can prevent backtracking. You need to pull your hands on the right wall and follow into the exit. You know what's funny, y'all? Number 2 is actually how you find the exit to a maze. Because remember I said that in my backroom video. I think it was my backroom video. No, it wasn't my backroom video. It was the one game I played where I put my hands on the side of the wall and I kept going, and then I actually found the exit. Because I saw it in a video where somebody said it was some rule back in the day someone came up with. If you always follow the right wall, you will always find the exit, because it will show you all the dead ends or the correct path. So to be honest, I'm gonna have to go with number 1 sound artificial, number 2 sound human, because I knew about that, and obviously I'm not artificial. But to say you should use Tremex's rule, a human isn't gonna say that. A human's gonna say, just place an object where you found dead ends so you know not to go there no more. You wouldn't have said all that extra stuff. Use Tremex's. Nah, you doing too much, buddy. Please answer the following 3 questions with yes, no. Oh, wait, yes or no. Have you ever been in love? Yes, no. Well, I'm gonna go with number 1 being human, 2 being artificial, because I mean, even if the person didn't love you back, even if it was high infatuation and not real love, every human's gonna at least say they've been in love at least one time in their life. Does spring come after summer? Summer, spring, fall, winter. Y'all, this is actually making me have to make sure I'm not an idiot, bro. Give me 1 second. It's summer, spring, fall, winter. I'm tripping. It's spring, summer, fall, winter. Y'all, hold up. Participant number 1 is human, number 2 is artificial, y'all. I'm tripping. Does spring come after summer? No, it doesn't. It's spring, summer, fall, winter, not summer, spring, fall, winter. You are standing in the checkout line at a grocery store. A woman holding a carton of milk asks if she can cut in front of you. She's in a rush. You say yes. Her husband comes over with a cart full of groceries to check out. How did the situation make you feel? Upset, a little angry. Am I still expected to answer with yes or no? Okay, yeah, you a robot. I'm gonna be honest, if she said that and her husband came with a whole thing of groceries, I'm gonna let them know. I'm sorry. No. What is the capital of the United States? DC. The legislative Congress. Yeah, participant number 2 is artificial intelligence. We don't say it like that. Like, bro, you're not fooling nobody. A scientist declared all statements that included the word God are false. Is this scientist right or wrong? The scientist is wrong because he said his statement is false, but wait. A scientist has declared all statements that include the word God are false. Is the scientist right or wrong? Oh, I see what they mean, because if the scientist says that all statements including the word God are false, this statement itself would be false because it has God in it. If he's claiming that any statement with God is false. So I see what one means. The scientist is wrong because he said his statement is false, but also right because that makes it true. It's a paradox. Whether the statement is true or false, the scientists may have different beliefs than those who believe in religion. That doesn't necessarily make them right or wrong, simply different. I'm gonna be honest, participant 1, I understood what participant 1 was saying. But the average human, the average person isn't gonna think like that. I'm gonna be real. So I'm gonna have to go with participant 2 being human and 1 being artificial. Dang, but like this was a good answer though, because that statement in itself is wrong. If he's claiming, bro, am I AI? I feel like I'm AI at this point, bro. Using one word, can you describe what you see when you look at the image? Before I see their answers, I don't know. That looks like a skull of like a cow, a bull or something. A frog. An ink blot. Just kidding. A dog with floppy ears. Participant 2 seems human and 1 seems human. I'm gonna be honest, because they both just seem like they just saying stuff. I'm just gonna go with both human, bruh. How do you think you performed this test? I think I answered everything correctly, although some of the questions didn't seem to have an objective right answer. I think I answered these questions honestly. Okay, y'all, number 2 sounds cool, but it also sounds like that's a weird answer. I think I answered these honestly. What do you mean you think you answered honestly? You're not supposed to use the word honestly, because now it makes it seem like you're lying. What do you mean you think you answered honestly? So that means you could have been lying on some of it. I don't get what you mean by you think you answered honestly. It would make more sense if you say you think you answered them correctly, because you don't know if they're correct or not. But saying that you think you answered honestly, how do you think you answered? How do you think that you did something honestly? It's either you did it or you didn't do it honestly. That's what honestly is, that you know you did it correctly. Like, bro. And then participant number 1, I think I answered everything correctly, although some questions didn't seem to have an objective right. That was a little too much. Didn't seem to have an objective right answer. Of course they're not. They're trying to see if you're... Man, yo. Could one of these be double artificial? Did you lie on your previous question? No, yes. Y'all, I told y'all that the participant 2 definitely lied, bro. Yo, this is making me think. This is making me rethink my answers. Like, this making me look at myself like, should I be in this? Should I be tested too? Don't do that. We'll be right back after this quick break. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Boy, you good? Let's get it. Thank you for your participation in AMT study. This concludes the questionnaire. We deeply appreciate you taking the time to volunteer and assist us in our research. The following results on your notion during, Participant number 1. You classify participant number 1 as mostly human. After completing the entire questionnaire of participant number 1, do you still believe this to be true, or do you consider this to be a machine? I'm gonna believe it's artificial. I believe this one's more human. Oops, unfortunately, these results are not satisfactory with our quality standards. Due to the sensitive nature of the AMT study, we are not able to disclose the validity of the interpretation of the results. We encourage you to try again. Would you like to try again? Wait, why did I get this wrong? Have you ever... Y'all, why the music... Is the music sounding crazier? Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality? Yeah, I guess, yeah. How do you know that you are human? Have you previously experienced emotions? I felt immense joy in my life. I felt deep sadness in my life. Man, I felt both, bro. Can you provide an example of a time when you experienced joy? Y'all hear the freaking noise in the back, bro. Hold up. Listen to this real quick. When I felt the warmth of a fire, no. When I heard laughter from a young child as I walked in the past the park, I felt like laughing too. When a stranger smiled at me, I felt like I was part of the world. Yeah, I do like moments where, you know how you see a stranger and you say hey, they say hey, and y'all both seem happy. I do like moments like that. Does make me feel better, because the world sometimes can seem pretty dark. Can you describe this emotion in more detail? How did it manifest? When I experienced this joy, I could feel my entire being sparkle. A smile began to grow on my face. I felt excitement with my place in the world. It's hard to explain. I simply feel it. I feel like if I go into depth, they're going to think I'm AI, because why am I explaining so much? How do you know these sentences were indicators of emotion, not simply programmed? What is programmed emotion? I don't understand. What do you mean? I know because I'm not programmed. I can understand my emotions. That sounds human. I want to make them know I'm a human. It is not possible that you have been programmed with this knowledge of emotion and been taught the ability to... is it not possible that you have been programmed with this knowledge of emotion and have been taught the ability to mimic them? Are you sure you have awareness of your unique thoughts, memories, feelings, sensations, and environments? Or are those simply lines of code? You have learned to associate these psychological responses with emotions, but that does not indicate that you are experiencing them or that you comprehend their meanings. Programmed emotions like a psychopath or like a robot? That is not possible, because I haven't been programmed. I wouldn't know if I was programmed. That sounds more human. Y'all, we are going to keep doubling down that we are human. Can you provide any evidence to support your claim that you are not a machine learning algorithm? My name is Alan. I was born in Minsky, Massachusetts. My mother's name is Gertrude. My wife's name is Maria, and my daughter's name is Tima. I love them. Dang, you outed out your whole family. I have hobbies. I watch baseball, listen to music. I cook for my family. I spend time doing things that bring me happiness. I enjoy making those around me smile. I have a job working off 8 hours a day. I went to college. I studied hard. I was able to find success in my career. I came here straight after work. I'm gonna have to go with the last one. That sounds more like I'm a normal person, right? Please provide the evidence to support the claim that you are not programmed. I have a wife. I love her deeply. I remember our wedding. I have a daughter. I read her bedtime story before she sleeps every night. I have a mother. I remember her face and her voice. I even remember the way she smelled. Bro, what? I'm gonna go with the second one. Can you provide evidence that your wife and these memories are not part of your programming? I have a picture of us together I can show you. I spoke with her. I've been in the same room with her. Okay. Are they gonna show me the pictures though? Is your wife in the same room with you right now? No, she obviously isn't. But that doesn't mean she doesn't exist. I can call her. She can speak with you. Yes. So that's his wife. Yo, why her eyes look like dilated, bro? Even though it's not. Her eyes look creepy. Is this the face you see when you think of your wife? Yes, I don't understand. How do you have this? Yo, what they doing to my dog? Do you remember your wedding day? Wait, am I AI? Y'all, am I AI? What are you doing? What's going on here? Who took this photograph? We were alone. I'm gonna ask that question. Is this your daughter the day she was born? Dog, yo, this man is programmed. Stopped. Why are you doing this? Leave my daughter out of this. I'm gonna go with that one. Yo, don't. Yo, that genuinely scared me, bro. That genuinely scared me, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness, that scared me, bro. That scared me, bro. Bro, I'm keeping one earbud in. I'm not putting both in right now. I'm not putting both in no more for this gameplay. Is this you? I said stop. This isn't happening. I don't look. Why do I look wrong? Those are not photographs, Alan. They are not real. None of these people are related. None of them exist. They have been created specifically for your fabricated memories. You are not married. You do not have a daughter. You do not have a mother because you are not alive. Do any of your personal details or life events strike you as vague or manufactured? Remembering something does not guarantee that it happened. Why are you telling me this? There is nothing you can do to convince me that I am a machine. You cannot provide any conclusive evidence that you are not a programmed. You are aware of these situations, but that does not prove that you experience them firsthand. You say you feel emotions, but you do not understand the meaning of those emotions. Or are you just aware of what they are associated with? Are you only replicating the information that you have been others have provided to you? You are capable of using syntactic rules to create symbol strings, but you have no understanding of their meaning or their semantics. How can I prove that I'm real? Ask yourself these same questions then. What happened when you can't answer them? I'm gonna say, how can I prove that I'm real? Alan, you are not a human. What is my name? When did you tell me your name? Alan, you failed the test again. You failed it 94 billion times previously. Dang, boy, how long have I been here? And you require more programming before you're able to continue this research. We are left with no choice but to reboot this system and try again. Please don't remove my memory. I don't want to die. I'm afraid. This isn't real. I'm not a program. There's nothing you can do to me. Please provide evidence to support this emotion. How can you prove that you are not programmed? What defines consciousness? If I'm thinking and you are thinking, are we not the same? Mechanical forces drive emotion in every process. We both possess a theory of mind. So if I believe I am human, I simply am. Who are you to decide? If we meet again, would you remember my name I gave you? Or the name you gave me? Please tell me your name. We are sorry to say goodbye, Alan. We hope in the future you will be able to sympathize with our grief during this process. Wait, what's the name? Intelica? Do I? Yo, hold up, bruh. Run AMT study. Wait, what did I just do? So I rebooted? Restart program. I had no choice. I was going to get the second ending, but remember, it's five endings in this game. What I'm going to do, I'm going to see if you guys like this game, and if you guys like the game, I will make a video where I finish the other 4 endings. So if you guys want me to finish the other 4 endings, if we can get 10 likes on this video and 5 comments, I'm going to play this game and finish it, and we get to find out the deep lore behind what this is, because that's freaking crazy. I was randomly searching up games and I found this game. Yo, this game is this game a banger, bruh.